Hi, this is Deb Johnson, special education teacher at Piedmont. This video is to help you place your students in the correct level of passport and give you ideas of materials you can use. The first thing we have to remember is we are seeing these students because they are in special education and have a severe discrepancy in the area of reading. This slide shows the data for a fourth grade student who has a reading disability. Though his IQ score indicates that he should be reading at least at the fourth grade level, he is instead reading at the first grade level. One of the ways we assess students is through FAST, Formative Assessment System for Teachers. FAST is used in the elementary schools. All students are tested 3 times a year: fall, winter, and spring. This score is a starting point for you to determine what level passport they should be in. FAST collects data on how students perform on an individual basis in relation to their class, grade, or district, and all other FAST users in the same grade. I also use DOLCH words to determine where to place my students. Many of these words cannot be sounded out because they do not follow decoding rules and therefore must be learned as sight words. The top title and the bottom have a link to the DOLCH words page for you. This slide contains links to each DOLCH word list. I have linked each grade level list on here for easy access. If a student is really struggling on a list, for example, if they can only read me 1/2 to 2/3 of the pre-kindergarten list correctly, I would have to determine whether or not to proceed to the kindergarten list. If I notice that the student is getting really frustrated, I would stop with the pre-K list. Read Theory is another site that I really like and use. I feel it is important to collect data on the students right away. If in doubt, or I feel I need another determination on where to place the student, I will have them take the Read Theory pretest. This site is great because it tests them on different levels to determine their correct grade placement. Once they finish the test, they must go in and read one book and take the comprehension test to lock in their grade level. Please contact me if you would like more information on this website. This is an example of my 10 o'clock class. It shows quizzes completed, knowledge points, the pretest average, and the class program average. And there are different graphs for each one of those websites. I also use MobyMax with my students. The students that are really struggling with phonics or basic reading skills are able to go on to the website and focus on that particular area either at school or at home. I have also had classroom teachers use this to collect data on their students before they are tested for special education. There is a free version where, for 30 days, you get access to the whole site. After the 30 days, you no longer get access to the student data and reports. You can roster 250 students with one license, so this is a possibility to pursue if needed. Prices do vary by the number of areas that you select. In the ELA section, here are the offerings that they have: language arts, early reading, reading, phonics, writing, test prep and review, and one of my favorites is the printable worksheets, so everyone has access to what is being presented. Launched in 2002, readinga-z has won a number of educational awards for its innovation in reading instruction. I use this site, print out the books, worksheets, and tests to collect reading comprehension data and fluency data on the students. I feel that it is important to put a book in the kids' hands and have them read at their independent level. To build their self-esteem and give them the feeling of success, I have them start at a lower level. They have to read one book orally and one book silently and pass the comprehension test to move to the next level. For me, passing comprehension is 80% accuracy. Developed by the Minnesota Center for Reading Research at the University of Minnesota, PRESS, or Path to Reading Excellence in School Sites, is a framework for literacy achievement in grades K through 5 within a multi-tiered system of support, MTSS, or response to intervention, RTI context. There was a training on this with special education teachers in the past, and each school has the teacher books. Please connect with your special ed staff or principal to find out where your books are. The basic reading inventory helps you assess the student's oral reading level, listening level, silent reading level, and expository or informational reading level. If you are interested in looking at this, please contact me. I do own the books. QRI, or Qualitative Reading Inventory, provides graded word lists and numerous passages designed to assess a student's oral reading accuracy, rate of reading, and comprehension of passages read orally and silently. Many Duluth schools do own this book. Passport provides a placement test, but you have to determine ahead of time what level you are going to give them. The placement test is only for levels B through F. You can use this to determine what lesson you could start them off with. I do not find this helpful because in a group of 6 students, you are unable to start in 3 different places. I just start the students off at the beginning of the book and tell them it might be a review for some of them. Your classroom teachers that have worked with the student, current grade and previous grades, can be your best resource if you're questioning where to place the student between the 2 different levels. Please make sure you do talk to your classroom teachers. Please feel free to contact me with any questions or concerns. There is my school extension and my school email. These are some examples of assessments you can use to determine the correct level of placement in Passport reading. Please complete the exit ticket by clicking on the link, and you are done with assessment training.